Plugged into the front of the amp, and then that volume knob turned up. Turn the volume back down just a little bit, and then click the mode button until it says aux. AUX, aux. You have to set the. Yep, there we go. All right, give me just a second, and I'll tell you how far to turn it back up. Go ahead and turn it all the way up. Folks, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We're just going practice laps. This is just practice laps for our racers to get used to the track a little bit. We'll get started with our opening ceremonies right after this, so sit tight and watch a few practice laps. Looks like we got the modifieds, IMCA modifieds coming out to the track, and mixed in, looks like maybe one or a couple sport mods as well. So modifieds and sport mods about ready for some practice. Volume knob. Next up, looks like we got some sport mod practice. Sport mods taken to the track. A lot of these cars looking fresh and nice and new. All the body panels are in the right place and not picked up. First race of the season. We'll see how they look after the races are done. I see the 77 and Cody Better. Looks like that concludes the sport mod practice. I see the 2B of Bryce Beard. Looks like a new competitor here. Bryce Beard out of Fredericksburg in that gray and yellow 2B. Thanks for making it out to Pleasanton. Thanks for racing with us. Let's see who's up next. Looks like some factory stocks. I see the 94 of Alan Torres, the 49K. That's got to be a Keelik. We'll see which one. That looks like it's going to be Robert Keelik out there in the 49K. Competing in the B factory stocks, but we may see that car in more than one class with more than one driver. I see the 741 of Cameron Starry out there. Looks like the orange and gray 8E. I believe that's Emma Hendricks getting back into a factory stock tonight. Emma Hendricks taking over that ride. That used to be Caitlin Leonard's ride, the orange and gray number 8. Emma Hendricks getting some practice laps out here. See the 29 of Jose Lopez Jr. from Victoria. That bright orange number 29 going into turn number 3. The blue and orange 99, Dylan Gaither in turn number 2 getting some practice. Along with the 98, the orange 98, that's Ronnie Schoenfeld. Going into turn number 1. I also see the 00 heading off to the pits now. The 00 is Zach Freeman out there. All right, just looks like maybe one more session of practice laps, and then we'll be ready to get our opening ceremonies underway. The 53K of Casey Krause taken to the track along with the 75. I believe that's going to be Jerry Miller. I see the 747, usually driven by G.W. Egbert, but now that is under the control of Cody Tesh from Yoakum, Texas. 747 out there, the all black, looks like some fresh body panels on that one. I see the 53 of Edward Oakes, or possibly Craig Oakes in the 53. I also see the 21 out there looking fresh, the 21 of Nathan Oakes. I also see the 4D of Paul Reyes. New driver in the red and white 4D, Paul Reyes. Street stock driver, used to race up at CTS up there in Kyle, Texas, now giving the dirt a try in that 4D machine. I see the 15L of Daniel Lopez as they go 3 wide down the backstretch. Cody Tesh, Jerry Miller, and the 53 of Oakes. Looks like everybody's getting the rust out now. All right, that looks like that will conclude our practice session. So we'll be right back with you for our opening ceremonies in just a minute. I want to take a moment to go through a little bit of the upcoming events, the calendar. We were supposed to get this race season started a couple weeks back with our Frostbuster event, but Mother Nature did not cooperate. So here we are for opening night, March 19th. We've got the E-Mods here tonight. You saw some of them in practice. Looks like a few of them are taking the topless option tonight. So that'll be fun to see later on. Looks like we got a nice strong field of about 9 or 10 E-Mods. We'll talk a little bit later on what those are, what an E-Mod is. But coming up next week, our first points race, March 26th. So we'll be right back here next Saturday night. And you're definitely not going to want to miss that. We've got the late models coming in next week. So nice fun race and the first race for our late models of the 2022 season. Then starting back up in April, we've got another points race April 9th. And once again, the E-Mods will be back April 9th. And then a couple weeks off after that, we'll be starting again on April 30th, another points race. And we will have the Dwarf Car Series of Texas, DCRT,
April 30th, and the Texas Dirt Truck Series, April 30th. So those are the next few races coming up. Go ahead and put those on your calendar, or if you have a hard time remembering, just check out our Facebook page, I-37 Speedway on Facebook, or i37speedway.com. Keep you up to date on the next few dates that we've got coming up. So once again, E-Mods tonight, late models next week, and then the first week in April we got E-Mods again, and then the last weekend in April, April 30th, Dwarf Cars and the Texas Truck Series. Going to be a big night there, April 30th. You don't want to miss that. So once again, later on tonight, we will be crowning our 2021 champions right down here on the front stretch. We'll be handing out the trophies and talking to the drivers if they're here. Plus, later tonight, we've got go-karts during intermission, and a special feature for the go-karts, we've got the Predator Adult Series going to be running with us tonight. Those are always fun to watch. Lots of hard racing out there, bumping and grinding and sliding. So we'll see how the Predators do tonight as well. Before we get started, one other thing I want to draw your attention to. If you look out in the middle of the infield, just on the other side of the go-kart track, you'll notice all of our track sponsors for 2022. These track sponsors, ever important right now in 2022, with inflation going up and prices going up and stuff like that. Be sure to check out these places if you can. Give them your business, because these are the businesses that support our favorite sport. Hudson Brother Trailer Sales, Swenson Racing Products, Billy Bob's in San Antonio, Winner's Circle Transmission, Price Chevrolet, F-Bomb Diesel out of Lavernia, All In Designs in San Antonio, and of course Race on Texas. If you can't make it here, turn on your computers and pull up raceontexas.com, and you can catch all the racing action across the state of Texas and here at your favorite track of I-37. And of course, State Farm Insurance and Jamie Luna. So we appreciate all those sponsors giving back to the racing community. As you guys know, it's harder and harder. Things are more expensive, and that hurts our sport, because it's harder to get these cars put together and out here to race. So thank you so much to all of our sponsors who really make it possible for us to have these races. Mr. Jeremy, how you doing up there? Did you lose weight? Did you lose any weight? You look thinner. No, you look thinner. The flag stand is not going to fly away. We'll say that. You're holding it down up there. All right. We'll be having fun with our flag man. We'll get started here. It looks like we're ready to go. So we'll get started with our opening ceremonies. If you would, please go ahead and rise if you are able, and we will observe our national anthem. As you can see, the flag there directly in the infield, the beautiful red, white, and blue. Got beautiful weather here tonight. Here is our national anthem. And please remain standing, if you would, for a few moments longer as I offer our opening prayer. God in heaven, we thank you so much that we live in a country where we have the freedoms to come to a place like this and enjoy this sport that we love. Thank you so much for those freedoms, God. We ask that you be with our track crew, be with the drivers, give them wisdom, give them safety. Thank you for allowing us to get here safely, and please allow us to get home safely as well. God, we thank you so much. We ask that you be with our country's leadership. We ask that you be with the conflict over in Ukraine right now. We ask that you step into the midst of that situation and make things right over there. God, be over there. Be with those people as much as you can, as much as you are here with us. And we thank you so much for sending your son to die for us so that we can have an eternity with you. In your name that we pray. Amen. All right, folks, once again, it's so good to be back here at I-37 Speedway in Pleasanton, Texas. Man, what great weather we've been given. Nice and warm. The sun's in the sky. A little bit of a breeze. We're ready to enjoy some racing action as we get these cars sent down the front chute here. One of my favorite features of this track here at I-37 that you won't find many other places, all of the cars that go onto the track right before they race, they come right down here, right down front, so you can see those drivers. You can wave to your favorite drivers, make sure they know you're here. So give them a wave as they come by, as they come down this front chute. Give your favorite drivers a wave. Let them know you're here. Well, we're going to go ahead and send our first race. All right, looks like first down the chute is going to be the E-Mods. Economy Modifieds, that's what that stands for, E-Mods. A couple of them taking the topless option tonight, as you can see. They've got some different options out there. You see a couple of them are topless with a big rear spoiler. And a few of the others decide to go with full sail panels, full roof, and no spoiler. So we'll see if there's an advantage or disadvantage in that choice. But right out of the gate, we've got the 53X. That is Miss Witchke. And I'll bring up the lineups here in just a second. E-Mod lineups. There we are. E-Race number 1, the 59B of Brianna Witchke. She got her first win out here at I-37 last season. Now she's starting on the pole. Outside of her will be the 68T of Daniel Taylor out of Sinton, Texas. Daniel Taylor, I believe, first time at our track, so welcome, Daniel. We've got the 95 of Jeff Markert from Corpus, the number 3 of Gilbert Perez from Corpus Christi, the 6-inch of Daniel Preston out of Corpus Christi, and then the 04 of Cooper Koliba out of Victoria. Green flag waves, here we go. We are racing in 2022. The number 3 of Gilbert Perez jumps up one spot in front of Daniel Preston. Brianna Witchke jumps out front quick, but here comes the 68T of Daniel Taylor around the outside. Ew, and he takes a big hit. The 04 of Cooper Calibra gets airborne, but keeps going. The 68 of Daniel Taylor all into the front wall. We'll see if that car is okay as we wave the yellow flag. We'll get him slowed down. I'm not sure what's left of the front wall after that hit. Man, that was a big one. Looks like we got some parts and pieces, some body panels already falling off on the first lap of 2022. These E-Mods, man, they're ready to go. Looked like the 68T of Daniel Taylor trying to go around the outside of turn 4. Makes contact. Not sure who he made contact with, but then he bounced off of the front stretch wall. Then he bounced off of the 04 Cooper Calibra, who goes airborne right down here on the front stretch. Here we go, green once more. It appears at the moment that those cars are still operational. Once again, the 58 of Brianna Witschke out front, the 3 of Gilbert Perez almost making contact with the rear bumper. The rear bumper of the 95 of Jeff Markert. Perez and Markert going at it again. That's a battle for second. Oh, look out. Brianna Witschke getting a little crossed up down the front stretch, gives the lead over to the 95 of Jeff Markert. Now they go 2 wide into turn 3. Gilbert Perez and Brianna Witschke. All the way up to the top goes Gilbert Perez. And we have another yellow as Daniel Preston comes to a stop right here on the front stretch. Looks like we're going to try to give him a push or see what's going on. Daniel Preston saying, hold on just a minute. I might be able to get this fixed. We'll see if he'll be able to continue the race. Welcome, yeah. Looks like he might be stuck in gear or the brakes locked up or something, but we're going to give him a tow. The first tow hook of 2022 goes to the 6 inch of Daniel Preston. Looks like he's got his helmet off out there. Not sure if I would consider that an accolade, but it is a mention of some sort. So on the hook goes the 6 inch. We'll get him pulled off into the infield to a safe place before we get this one back underway. But the 95 of Jeff Markert out of Corpus Christi taking over the lead from the 58 of Brianna Witschke. She got a little bit crossed up right under the front stretch here. Gave the lead over, and now she's coming under fire from the 03 of Gilbert Perez. Always a tough competitor in that pink and black number 3. Gilbert Perez making it out to I-37 to join us for our opening night.
Come on, G!
And you never want to count out the 04 of Cooper Koliba, several-time EMOD champion, I believe down in the South at either South Texas Speedway, which is now South Texas Race Ranch. Green flag waves, here we go. Number 3, Gilbert Perez now looking to take over the lead, and he does down the backstretch. Gilbert Perez into turn 3 and 4 now. Gonna take over the lead. The 58 and the 68 side by side. Your battle for third as they go into turn 3 and 4. Turn number 4 looks like a tough one tonight. The 04 of Cooper Calibra sneaks by on the bottom side as the 58 and the 68 get a little bit loose together coming down the front stretch. Turn number 4 looks to be a little bit tricky. Two sticks in the air, 2 laps to go for the 3 of Gilbert Perez, who is now putting some distance on the 95 of Jeff Markert. Gilbert Perez figured out this track, and now he's going to town unchallenged. Checkered flag in the air for the number 3 of Gilbert Perez, who's going to take it easily. Gilbert Perez in the 3, the topless number 3, followed by the 95 of Jeff Markert. Third place goes to the 04 of Cooper Koliba, followed by the 68 of Daniel Taylor. And then moving backwards quickly is the 59 of Brianna Witschke. they'll have a little time to get those cars fine-tuned for the feature race. But turn number 4 looks to be a tricky one, giving these racers all sorts of problems coming out of turn number 4. And there you see the number 6, the 6-inch of Daniel Preston on the hook, being taken back to the pits. Hopefully he can get that car figured out, whatever's wrong with it, and back out here for the feature race later tonight. We're about to send another set of cars down the chute. Looks like it's going to be the B factory stocks, the beginner factory stocks. That's what the B stands for. These racers looking to get a little bit more time in the seat in a smaller class where they have a little bit of space to figure out how these cars work. The 15 of Daniel Lopez winning several times out here at I-37 last season, but you'll notice the 15 no longer in the beginner factory stock class. Daniel Lopez in the 15 has moved up to the full-fledged factory stock competition. So here we go. The bright orange number 98, Ronnie Schoenfeld. Outside of him will be the 8E of Emma Hendricks in her new ride. Second row will be the 75 of Jerry Miller with a new body, white number 75. Outside of him will be the 43 of Johnny Johnson out of Spring Branch, Texas. And then the 49K, that looks to be Robert Keelik from Divine in the 49K. We'll give him one more pace lap around. The 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld leading him around. But we'll see how this first heat race goes. The number 43 out there, that blue Nova, that car took part in a very special trailer race at the end of last season and somehow managed to survive enough that it's in racing competition here tonight. So keep an eye on that number 43. It looks, that rear wheel looks to have a little wobble in it, but we'll see how it goes. 98, Ronnie Schoenfeld jumps out to the early lead down the backstretch, followed by the 8E of Emma Hendricks in the orange and gray. They take turn 2, coming to the first lap. Oh, big contact, and more big contact. Again, almost the exact same situation happened right there. The 43 makes contact with the front stretch wall and then also collects the 49 of Keelik. Looks like they may still be operational at the moment, but I see a black flag in the hands of the race control, and black flag goes to the 43 with a flat right rear tire. And that's all she wrote for the 43. That car looks pretty destroyed for the moment. 2 flat tires make it for the 43. That car has more damage in the first lap than it did for a trailer race at the end of last season. Look out, folks. We're in for a fun one tonight. Ronnie Schoenfeld showing him how it's done in this one, followed by the 8E of Emma Hendricks, then the 75 of Jerry Miller. The 49K of Robert Keelik still making it around the track, but at a much slower pace than the rest of the competitors. Two laps to go, 2 more laps for the 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld, who appears to have this one in firm control. 49 of Keelik gonna try to make his way to the end of this one. I don't know, it seems like some of these competitors forgot that we got a whole season to go, man. They're racing for championships out here on the first lap. 98, Ronnie Schoenfeld out of Helotes taking the heat race win, followed by the 8E of Emma Hendricks back in a stock car tonight. Welcome back, Emma. Then the 75 with Jerry Miller from Von Ormy. And finally making it back around the 49K of Robert Keelik. Looks like he may have some work to do on that car before the feature race later tonight. All right, I think that's it for the beginner factory stock. So it looks like next down the chute will be the limited modifieds. Limited modified, sponsored by Swenson Race Products. For your racing related needs, they're up there kind of close to Bernie. So if you're up there to the north of San Antonio, be sure to get with the Swensons for all of your race car needs. Looks like we got a couple heat races for the limited modifieds. 8 laps the distance for these heat races. We're going to go 8 laps. This first heat race will have 4 competitors. The green and white number 53 out there, that's Craig Oaks. Craig Oaks in the 53 tonight on the outside of the first row. With him will be the 95 of Sterling Tausch, doing really well in the points championship from last year, Sterling Tausch. We've also got the 14 of Trent Beaver and the 9 of Robbie Minton. Green flag in the air, here we go. Craig Oaks off to the early lead. The 95, Sterling Tausch, goes way high in turn number 2. Falls back to almost 4th spot. Here comes the 9 of Robbie Minton taking over 3rd. The Oaks family, always tough competitors out here at I-37. Anytime you hear that Oaks name, you got to keep an eye on that car. Robbie Minton in the 9 taking over 2nd spot. Falling back to 3rd is the 14 of Trent Beaver. That's where he started this race. Trent Beaver now trying to work the bottom side on the 9 of Robbie Minton. Going down the backstretch. We'll see if he does that again. The 14 of Beaver on the bottom side of the track trying to make it work. Stand now. 53, Craig Oaks firmly in control. The 9 of Minton has now put a little bit of distance on the 14 of Beaver. Back in 3rd, struggling a little bit with this track. The 95 of Sterling Tausch looks to be fighting a race car that is pushing on him right now, pushing like a dump truck. Sterling Tausch having all sorts of trouble trying to get that car to turn as you see him wash all the way up to the top side of the track. White flag in the air now for the 53 of Craig Oaks. The 9 of Minton and then the 14 of Beaver, still 2nd and 3rd place, but no competition between them. It looks like that's how they'll finish. Oaks, Minton, Beaver, and then Tausch. Heat race number 2 for the limited modified, sponsored by Swenson Race Products. On the pole, the fresh number 77, Cody Beto out of Corpus Christi, Texas, joins us for our first race of 2022. Outside of him, the 99 of Alan Alexander from San Antonio. Row number 2, the 11 of Tom Grothuse out of San Antonio. And then also in row 2, the 2B of Bryce Beard coming out of Fredericksburg. Heat race number 2, we're about to go green for the sport mods. All eyes on Cody Beto and the 77. We'll see what he does with it. Side by side they go down into turn number 1. Tom Grothuse jumps up and then trades spots with the 2B of Bryce Beard. Alan Alexander now down on the bottom as well. Everybody trades places for the first lap. Alexander looks like he's making the top side of this track work. He takes over the lead going down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Alexander, then Beto, then Grothuse. Tom Grothuse now coming under fire from the 2B of Bryce Beard, the battle for third. Grothuse takes over for the moment, but a couple good battles going on right now around the track. Oh, the 77 of Beto off the pace. The 77 of Beto losing power, now completely off the pace and off the track. Gives second over to the 11 of Tom Grothuse. 4 laps down, 4 more to go. Do you think maybe the 77 of Beto just wanted to check out the go-kart track? I don't think so, but I guess it's a possibility. 99 of Alexander coming around, still your leader. Two sticks in the air, 2 laps to go from our flagman, Mr. Jeremy, with the race control tonight. White flag in the air. It looks like this might be how they finish unless something goes wrong. The 99 of Alexander, 11 of Grothuse, and the 2B of Bryce Beard. Checkered flag for the 99 of Alexander. Alan Alexander out of San Antonio showing us how it's done in this heat race. Cody Beto down there on the go-kart track, hopping back in his ride. We'll see if he can get that one fixed and back out here for the feature race. Looks like we're going to give him a push back down to the pits. Cody Beto in that fresh-looking number 77, sponsored by the Nueces County Brewing Company. Cody, you got to put it in neutral for us to push you, bud. Neutral. Oh, he might be trying to get it started himself, or we might be trying to get the tow truck. We'll see. Looks like we're going to wave the next race on down the chute. Next race looks like should be some factory stocks coming down the chute. Give them a wave. Here they come, factory stocks. Looks like a bright, shiny silver number 91. Looking very fresh tonight. The 91 of Jared Maupin. On the outside of him, our B factory stock champion from last year, the 15 of Daniel Lopez, will be on the outside, or at least that's how I have the schedule. We've got the 20 of Mike Lyon joining us for the 2022 season. The inside of row 2 follow over, and the outside of row 2 will be the 00 of Zach Freeman. We've got the 53 of Edward Oaks in the factory stock tonight. We'll keep an eye on him. Also the 29, the always fast orange 29, Jose Lopez Jr. from Victoria. And then don't count this guy out. In the 747, coming to us from Yoakum, Texas, that's Cody Tesh. Bringing up the rear of this one. 7 factory stocks for this race, and we're going to go 8 laps. Once again, 8 laps the distance. The first factory stock heat race for 2022. We'll see if they've been keeping an eye on the other races, but turn number 4 has been a little bit tricky. We'll see how these factory stock drivers navigate that turn. Jared Maupin putting several wins under his belt in a Sport Mod and in a IMCA Modified. Jared Maupin, no stranger to the factory stocks, but he hasn't driven one in a little while. We'll see if he can remember how to do it as they come around to the green flag. Mr. Jeremy with the green flag in hand. Are we going to do it? Waves us off. One more to go. Mr. Jeremy knows how to build the suspense. We were all ready and excited, but he says, no, sir, one more, so we can get a good look at all these fresh factory stock wraps. The 91, Jared Maupin, looking fresh in that chrome number 91. Everybody else looks like they got some new body panels. The 53's got a new body. The 747's got a new body. We'll see if they stay new, but here we go. Green flag racing for the factory stock. Already 3 wide as they come down the front stretch. The 53 of Oaks jumping up a couple spots. The 20 of Mike Lyon doing the same, jumps up to second. They go 2 wide into turn 3. Lyon and Oaks all led by the 91. Oh my goodness. The 91 waving it off, falling off the pace. 91 of Jared Maupin, something wrong with that machine. He's going to take it off back into the pits. That gives the lead over to the 20 of Mike Lyon, who's got a little bit of a front bumper. Crinkle, we'll call it. Crinkled up the front bumper a little bit as he had to navigate the 91 and getting around as he lost power. The 20 of Mike Lyon taking over the lead, followed by the 747 of Cody Tesh. And falling back to third is the 53 of Edward Oaks. Oaks and Tesh, really the only battle right now. 4 laps down, 4 more to go. The battle for second continues. And the battle for 5th right now, the 00 of Freeman and the 15 of Daniel Lopez, side by side going down the backstretch. Battle for second heating up as well. Give this lap over to the 53 of Oaks, but Oaks and the 747 of Tesh making contact, a little bit of bumping and grinding as they go down the backstretch. We'll see if that continues. A little bit more contact. Between the 53 of Oaks and the 20 of Mike Lyon. That's the battle for the lead right there, coming out of the backstretch and into turn 3. Mike Lyon coming under fire from second and third place. The 53 of Oaks throws it into turn 1, gets real sideways and underneath the 20. He's got that fender underneath them. They're side by side going into turn 3. They're 3 wide now, coming out of turn 3 for the win. Who's gonna take it? Oh my goodness. Too close to call. He throws it around in turn 1. The 7047 of Tesh. I couldn't tell. You guys right here that are down by the front stretch, what was it? The 50, I hear the 53. 53 of Oaks taking it at the flag stand. We'll see if the flag man caught that one. We'll see if he agrees. But I'm hearing that the 53 of Oaks took that one right down underneath the flag stand. Jeremy, did you see that one? He was looking into the sun. He might not have seen who actually won that one, but the fans say the 53 of Oaks. I'm hearing the 747 over here. 747, 53. Jeremy, who was it? Jeremy says the 53. The 53 of Edward Oaks takes that one. What a race, man. All I know is that if that is any indication as to how the rest of this night and the 2022 season is going to go, folks, we are in store for an awesome night and an awesome racing season here in 2022. Starting it off right in the factory stocks with an awesome heat race when we got another one coming. 8 laps the distance for this next one. Here comes another Oaks, but it looks like I've got the 94 of Alan Torres slated to start on the front row. I do not see the 94 of Alan Torres. I do see the 99 of Dylan Gaither in his spot, so it looks like the 21 of Nathan Oaks might be starting this one on the pole. We'll see how it goes. I also see the 15 of William Cavender out there. William Cavender from Lemming, Texas, joining us for 2022. I see the Golden Child, the 741 of Cameron Starry from Corpus Christi, Texas, in that brand new shiny factory stock. We've also got the 53K of Casey Kraus. Here we go, green flag racing, the 21 of Nathan Oaks. Gonna lead us down into turn number 1. Dylan Gaither in the 99, right off to a good start, coming off of his 2021 season. Oh, takes a big hit from the 741. Cameron Starry letting him know, hey, buddy, we're coming for you. Already the racing action eating up. Cameron Starry and Dylan Gaither going at it for the lead. Nathan Oaks in the 21 falls back to 3rd, but still on the podium for the moment. Cameron Starry in the 741 creeping up on the back bumper, and now the fender of the 99 of Dylan Gaither trying to make the bottom side of this racetrack work. The 4D, the red and gold, Paul Reyes, tough street stock competitor from Central Texas Speedway on asphalt, now giving the dirt a try. Welcome Paul Reyes in the factory stock. 4 laps down, 4 more to go. The 53 of Kraus creeping up, but it looks like we have a yellow flag. I must have missed something. Somebody off the track on the backstretch. The 15, William Cavender, emerges from the woods. And it looks like he's going to take it on down into the pits. Didn't see what happened there, but the 15 of William Cavender going for a ride down the backstretch. Hopefully there were not any cows back there for him to dodge. Looks like he made it through okay. Any of our faithful I-37 fans will know what I'm talking about there. We've had a couple occasions where we've had to run cows off the track. Looks like we're okay for tonight for the moment. Once again, these factory stocks wasting no time, putting on the racing action right here at the first race of 2022. Dylan Gaither taking over the lead for the moment. He's going to jump out into the front spot, followed by the 741 of Cameron Starry and the 21 of Nathan Oakes. This is an interesting thing that we do here at I-37. The competitor who's in first gets to pick where to start, and he starts out front. And as soon as we turn out the lights, you'll notice the yellow blinking lights around the track. As soon as we turn those off, the racer who is in first gets to start the race. At least I believe that's what we're doing. We'll see. 741 of Cameron Story right on the back bumper of the 99 of Gaither. Then we've got the 53 and the 4D of Paul Reyes back in row number 3. The 99 of Gaither takes off, lights out. We're going green flag racing. One more time with the factory stop. Oh, the 4D of Paul Reyes getting all sorts of crossed up in turn 2. He falls way back out of the pack. 99 of Gaither still your leader right now, but here comes the 741 of Cameron Starry. Cameron Starry, the young man out of Corpus Christi. He's got all sorts of rides. He's in a factory stock tonight. He also drives an IMCA modified. He was in racing action last night up at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Did pretty well for himself. I believe he finished somewhere around 6th, and now he's knocking on the door. The 99 of Gaither goes way high in turns 1 and 2, and here comes the 741 of Starry on the bottom trying to make it work. 2 laps to go, and they're side by side. The 99 of Gaither taking advantage of the slope coming off the top. The flag stand is where it counts, so they're trading the lead back and forth. White flag in the air. It looks like Dylan Gaither has the advantage for the moment, but one more lap to go. Dylan Gaither skirting the top side of this track, but here comes Cameron Starry now. Cameron Starry takes over the lead. Will he slide up to the top of the track? And he does with the crossover move. Well, I gotta tell you folks, what an intelligent move from the 741, the young man out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Very smart racing there. He noticed he took the lead coming into the backstretch, and he moved all the way up to the top to put that big back bumper right in front of Dylan Gaither, block his progress, and take the win. Excellent, excellent move right there. That's showing some racing intelligence right there from the young man out of Corpus Christi. I hear some tuners, sport compacts coming down the chute. Couple new tuners joining us. Sport compact racing action. We got a couple of heat races. The bright pink 76Y new sport compact for us tonight. That's Donald Lewis out of Austin, Texas, joining us here at I-37. Outside of him on the front row will be the 21T of Sean Tracy from Floresville. We've got the fireball himself, the 55 of Riker Hernandez, starting in row number 2 on the inside. And then we've also got the red number 9T of John Thomas joining us from Schertz, Texas. Actually, I see 5 racers out there right now. I believe the 70, that's Ron Tate or Rod Tate. Rod Tate, a last-minute entry, joining us scratch, but the 70 of Rod Tate, that silver number 70, always a tough competitor out here. Keep an eye on that car. I remember Mr. Rod from last year. He's running a silver paint scheme that's very similar to another car out here, and I always kept getting him confused. I had to apologize. He told me that he was going to paint that car bright optic yellow. It looks like he didn't get it done just yet, but we'll get there. Coming to the green flag, The 76Y Donald Lewis. Here we go. Sport Compact Racing in 2022. We go 3 wide into turn number 1. Riker Hernandez. What a move for the 55 of Riker, the Fireball, to take over the lead down the backstretch, putting all sorts of distance on the rest of this field. The 9T of John Thomas jumping up into second. Oh, sorry, that's the 21T of Sean Tracy. Sean Tracy in that Cobalt, trying to track down your leader, the 55 of Riker Hernandez, in one of those Cavaliers, it looks like. Chevy Cavalier, common car in the Sport Compact division. Looks like we've got 3 Chevy Cavaliers out there, 1 Cobalt and 1 Sunfire. They're basically all the same car, all the same GM platform anyway. We like to say out here, these Sport Compacts, they're not race cars. They're cars that race. You basically take them right off the street, throw a roll cage in them, do a couple adjustments, and you've got yourself a Sport Compact. The same motor that you would encounter on the streets out there in traffic on I-35 at rush hour. Looks like the 70 of Rod Tate a little bit off the pace, but still making it around. Riker Hernandez having a little trouble, but here comes the 9T of John Thomas, hot on his trail. 21 of Sean Tracy's fallen back to third. Looks like the leaders are dealing with the lap traffic now. 3 wide down into turn 1. Riker Hernandez and the 9T of John Thomas, who takes over the lead. John Thomas able to track down that leader and take over. Now coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go for the 9T of Thomas. Coming to the checkered flag, the 9T of Thomas, followed by the Fireball 55, Riker Hernandez. After that, the 21T of John Tracy. And the bright pink number 76 of Donald Lewis brings it in 4th, and the 70 Rod Tate brings it home in 5th. That is your finishing order. We got another heat race for the compacts. 1 more heat race coming to you. All right, 1 more Sport Compact heat race. Looks like on the pole, the silver number 33, Jamie Garner, always fast around this track. Then we got the blue and white 32, Joshua Garcia out of Floresville. I see the number 88, Justin Sitterly out of Floresville, and then the number 12. Number 12 is Courtney McCall Looks like that was the old Brandon McCall ride. Now Courtney McCall taking over the steering wheel there in that blue and white and orange machine out of Von Ormy. So here they go, coming around to the green flag. All eyes on Jamie Garner as we throw them around. The 88 of Justin Sitterly jumping right up to the front, but now falls back to the 33 of Jamie Garner, who takes over the lead. Looks like maybe the top side of this track is the place to be for the moment, but we'll see how these cars navigate. Here they come. Down to the front stretch, Garner, Sitterly, and Garcia. Oh, the 12 of McCall having all sorts of problems. In turn 4, makes contact with the front stretch wall. Wasn't a huge contact, but she's definitely turned the wrong way, so we'll get the yellow out. Get her turned back around. We'll see if she's able to continue. Courtney McCall getting crossed up in turn number 4. Didn't mean to head that direction, but that was all she could do to hold on to it and get it stopped. Little bit of a bump. It looks like she might be back under her own power. We'll see if she can get it going forward again. There we go. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Looks like the 12 appears to be back under her own power. We'll see if she continues in this race or if she heads off into the pits, but didn't look like it was a huge hit. If you were going to make contact with the front stretch wall, I suppose that's probably the best way to do it. Oh, now it looks like she's going to go off into the pits. It's Courtney McCall taking the turn number 4 exit. Flagman, Mr. Jeremy, showing them one more time by. We'll get these cars stacked back up. But good close competition between these three, so there they go. The lights are out around the track, so the leader can take off at any time. Looks like the 33 of Garner maybe didn't realize what was going on, but here comes the 88 of Sitterly. The 88 gets crossed up down the front stretch, has to slow it down. Garner takes over the lead once more. I think the 88 of Sitterly headed at max speed as they came to the green flag, but had to slow down coming out of turn 4. Gives the lead back over to the 33 of Garner. Here comes the 88 of Sitterly all over the back bumper of Garner. 2 more laps to go. They're side by side coming out of turn 2. Sitterly on the bottom. trying to make it work. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Oh, he slides up a little bit. Diamond's off turn 4. The 88 of Sitterly had a couple opportunities, but it looks like he's not going to be able to make it work. Here comes the 33 of Garner. Sitterly will take second, followed by the 32 of Joshua Garcia in third. Looking forward to that feature race later tonight. All eyes for me will be on the 88 to see if he can get another one of those opportunities to take over the lead. Had a couple there, just couldn't hold on to it. Well, next up, Modifieds, Big Bad IMCA Modifieds, sponsored by Price Chevrolet. Always good to hear the roar of an IMCA Modified around here at this track. We're going to take them 8 laps around your heat race distance. Starting on the pole, the 77 of Robert Lease Jr. Looks like he was carrying that left front wheel all the way through practice. We'll see if he can get that one put back down. Outside of him, I have scheduled the 10 of Robert Walton, but I don't see the 10 just yet. I do see the 741, the young man from Corpus, who put on a show just a little bit earlier in that factory stock race. Cameron Starry in the 741, now in his modified. And then towards the back, the white M number 17, Joe Whitehead. Joe Whitehead out of Lago Vista, Texas, joining us for 2022, but looks like he might take it off as we come to the green flag. There we go, Robert Lease in the 77. Gives the lead over to the 94 of Chris Morris. Oh, they get a little bit of contact. 741 and the 77 make contact down the backstretch. The 94 Chris Morris, no stranger to this track, coming off of a feature race win down at Texana Raceway Park last weekend. Chris Morris starting his season on a hot streak, and it looks like he's continuing it right here at I-37 tonight. The 94 driving that machine with hand controls. Halfway, 4 laps down, 4 more to go for the 94, Chris Morris. The 741 of Cameron Starry, all over the chip way before the flag stand. He had that motor lit up. It might just be me, but I don't know if there's a gear change in order for the 741 of Cameron Starry. He's got that motor all over the chip. White flag now for the 94, Chris Morris. Chris Morris out of Taylor, Texas, but he races all over the state of Texas and beyond. We've seen him race in Arizona. We've seen him race up at Texas Motor Speedway. And now, yet again, taking another checkered flag here in Pleasanton, Texas. So what I've got so far, the 94 of Chris Morris is perfect. Don't change a thing. The 77 of Robert Lee's maybe a spring change or some suspension changes because he's got to put that left front wheel back down. And then the 741 of Cameron Starry, maybe a gear change because he's all over the chip before the flag stand. Definitely has got a lot more in that car, but we'll see what they do to him. We'll see what they do coming back out to the feature race later tonight. But we got another heat race coming down the chute. Give him a wave. Once again, IMCA Modified, sponsored by Price Chevrolet. If you're in the market for a new Chevrolet, be sure to check out Price Chevrolet. They're sponsoring this class to make sure that we have entertainment here for the I-37 Speedway 2022 series. We've got the 5R of Ryan Doyon starting on the pole, the 5R from La Crosse, Texas. Outside of him is supposed to be the 56 of Gilbert Amesquita from San Antonio, but it looks like it's going to be the BD1 of Jared Maupin. I also see the 17 of Cody Tidwell out there from Round Rock. It looks like the 56 of Gilbert Amesquita takes the option to move back a row and allow the BD1 of Jared Maupin to come to the front. Oh, the 56 goes around in turn number 1. We'll see if he can get it turned around before these competitors reach him one more time. It looks like we're going to have to throw the yellow. The 56 gets it turned around, but not in time enough. We have to throw the yellow flag. So no laps complete for this one. We'll get them restacked one more time. Looks like the 56 taking it back off into the pits. And now we have 3 left. The 5R of Ryan Doyon. Still on the pole, so all eyes on the 5 machine as they come back down to the green flag. Mr. Jeremy shows the green, and here we go again. Side-by-side racing as they come down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. The 17 of Tidwell takes over second spot and now takes over the lead. Tidwell gets a 2-for-1 right there down by the flag stand. Passes the BD1 and the 5R. Now looks to be firmly in control of this race. Halfway for the 17 of Cody Tidwell. Hammer down all the way around this track. The competitors barely having to let off the throttle. All sorts of traction out there right now. These competitors giving these modifieds everything that they'll hold for the moment. We'll see if the track stays the same through the rest of the night. But we got the white flag for the 17 and Cody Tidwell. One more lap to go. The 5R of Doyon made up a lot of distance. It looked like he needed maybe just one or two more laps, and then we might have had a fight for the lead. But the 17 of Cody Tidwell getting it done in the heat race, followed by the 5R of Doyon. And then the BD1 of Jared Maupin. Not used to seeing Jared Maupin in that BD1 finishing in that place, but they do have an opportunity to go back into the pits and make some changes so they know what to expect for the heat race, or sorry, for the feature race later tonight. We're going to go to a quick intermission. Now's a good chance to stop off at our concession booth, get some cold drinks, get some warm food. We've also got a few new souvenirs that you can get, a couple new shirt designs, a couple new hat designs over at our souvenir booth. So if you haven't checked that out lately, be sure to stop by our souvenir booth. That's also where you're going to want to get your tokens for our concession stand. So stop at the souvenir booth first, get some tokens, and then get you your cold drink or your nice burger, maybe some snacks, nachos. Just keep those nachos covered. You don't want nachos and dust. But we're going to move on to the next phase of our program. We've got go-karts coming out. Go-kart competitors taken to our awesome go-kart track. And later on, after that, we will have our adult predator carts. Adult predator carts coming to the go-kart track as well. Waiting on a couple money things, and then another money thing just kind of jumped up into my lap in the past month, and it's a little bit more important than a race car in the moment, so I got to take care of that first. Yeah, so it's money, you know. But, yeah, the problem for me is that, like, I've got a car, I got my car together, but I wouldn't want to do it the right way, and the right way takes money to be safe. Right. Yeah. So you get a yes. So there's lots of different ways that you could do it. So I've got an iRacing simulator that I race at home, and that's paddle behind the steering wheel. The way that Chris Morris does it in the 94 car, he's got one hand on the steering wheel, and he's got another hand on a big lever that is his brakes and his throttle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know one of those is mine. Also, I was just told to remind everybody we're doing a 50-50 raffle tonight. Get your 50-50 tickets at the concession stand as well. Or not, sorry, not the concession stand, souvenir booth. 50-50 tickets at the souvenir booth.
how long have you been working with Race On? Okay, how do you like it? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're about ready to announce the point championships from last year. So drivers down in the pits or anywhere in the vicinity of my voice, if you got top 3 last year in the points championships, come on down to the flag stand. Top 3 in points last year, go ahead and start making your way down here to the flag stand so we can recognize you for your efforts in the 2021 season. Once again, 2021 points champions from last year. Drivers, if you can hear me, go ahead and make your way down here to the flag stand. We're about to give you some awesome stuff. 2021 points champions, come on down.
Looks like we've got the adult Predator carts out there for a heat race. Looks like about 9 adult Predators out there. Keep your eyes on this one, folks. They're a lot of fun to watch. They like to get into each other, little bumping and banging and beating. About to take to the green flag on the go-kart track. Oh, we got a couple together, spun around in turn number 2. Yellow flag flies. Couple carts stuck together up there in turn 2. I checked that, that's actually turn 4. The go-kart track is backwards, I forgot about that. You're looking at the back stretch. 1 and 2 are off to your left, 3 and 4 to the right.
jam-packed in turn number 4 for the go-karts. Yellow flag flies. Got one spun around, and then another one couldn't get on the brakes fast enough. A little dusty out there, a little hard to see as well.
about ready to do the 50-50 drawing. Get your 50-50 tickets out. What color are they this time? Are they white? White 50-50 tickets. Get them out. Winner's going to take home 104 plus a little bit more. 104. All right, 104. got any young kiddos that want to do our 50-50 drawing? Anybody want to reach in? I do it, but I want to stay neutral. We're about ready to get our championship announcements made as well.
All right, so I just heard from 3D Landscaping, we're going to do another 50-50 drawing for $100. So 2 chances to win tonight. Due to inflation and fuel prices, we're going to have 2 50-50 drawings tonight. Once again, thanks to Ray Doyon and 3D Landscaping. So here we go for the first drawing of 104, 50-50 ticket number 070281. 070281. Are you with us? Come on down to the front gate and collect your 50-50 winnings. I see a winner up there. Come on down. Watch that step. Mr. Hushke, watch your step there. It's a doozy. Let me check that ticket. 070281. That looks like the right one. Congratulations, sir. Congrats. Thanks for making it out to I-37 with us for our first race of the season. We got another one. One more ticket. 070213. 070213. I see a hand raised up there. Come on down. Watch your step. Last couple steps are a doozy. But once again, $100 extra put in by Ray Doyon and 3D Landscaping due to inflation and gas prices. But once again, thanks for making it out to I-37 with us. Let's see, 070213. She's got the right ticket. Congratulations. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started crowning our 2021 champions. So we're going to start with the Sport Compacts, or the Tuners. Third place goes to Brandon McCall. Third place, Brandon McCall in the Tuners for 2021. $100 and a nice looking plaque to put on the wall. Get your pictures right there, Brandon McCall. Brandon McCall, third place in your Tuners for 2021. Congratulations. In second place, $200 going to second place, Jamie Garner. Second place for your Tuners. Where's Jamie? There he is. Come on down, Mr. Jamie. $200 and a nice looking plaque to take home and put on the wall. Get your pictures there for Mr. Jamie Garner. He was blinking. All right, and then first place, $300 in first place going to Ryan McDonald. Is he here tonight? Yes, he is. Look at that trophy. Beautiful trophy to take home and put on the shelf. $300. Ryan McDonald. Ryan, let me talk to you for a second. Do I understand this right? You were like 6 or 7 time winner last year in your Sport Compact, and you're trying it out on a modified as well?
No, this year we're going with
a late model, I hear. Look out, late models. All right, well, so who do you have to thank for last year? Who was helping you make that car fast? Yeah, hold that mic close. Okay? Buggy Warehouse. Okay. Gotcha. And his wife right there. Thank you for that reminder. All right, Ryan McDonald, your tuner champion for 2021, taking home the hardware. Next up, factory stocks. Factory stocks in 2021, we had a hot points battle for the top 3. And it broke down like this. $300 going to Dustin Hurley. Dustin Hurley, come on down. Dustin Hurley taking home $300 and a nice plaque. Dustin Hurley's got somebody else in his car tonight, Mr. Reyes. Smile for the picture, but give me a nod. Did Mr. Reyes buy that car from you, or is he trying it out? You're building him a car, okay? And once his is done, he'll be back in the 4D, the bright red 4D. Dustin Hurley gonna be back in a factory stock later on this season. The hot points battle, but second place going to Dylan Gaither. Dylan Gaither, come on down. $500 to Dylan Gaither and a nice pretty plaque to hang on the wall. He's got a good smile, the young man, Mr. Dylan Gaither, in action tonight in that 99 machine. We'll see how he does. And our points champion in the factory stocks 2021 goes to Dakota Hurley. Dakota Hurley, $1,000 in your pocket and a pretty nice looking trophy to boot. We'll talk to Dustin Hurley in just a second. He's going to take a nice shiny picture for us. Dustin Hurley, hold that mic close, but tell us who you have to thank for that car and making you fast all for last season.
I got to thank my parents, my fiance, everybody that helped me with kids, my grandpa, Justin. We had a really fast car, and hopefully this year, once we get back out here, we'll be a lot better.
Are you putting together a new car for this season?
No, the car was new last year, but we decided we weren't fast enough.
First place wasn't fast enough, y'all. He's got to get faster, and we'll see him later on this season back with that car. So congratulations to you, Dustin. Dakota. Go for it. All right, moving on to the limited modifieds. Limited modifieds, third place goes to Mr. Edward Oakes. Mr. Edward Oakes, I know he's here. There he is. Third place in the limited modifieds. He's got that 53 machine fast, but he's got one of his young boys in it tonight. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Give a good smile. Taking home some hardware, Mr. Edward Oakes. Second place in the limited modifieds, $400 and a pretty trophy going to Jared Maupin. The young man from down south knows how to get it done here at this track. Limited modifieds, Jared Maupin. You'll see that number 91 machine. You're not in a limited tonight, but you're in a modified and a factory stock. So Jared, tell us, who's helped you out all last season to make your cars fast? There you go. Thank you very much, Jared. It's good to see you out here again. You heard all of those sponsors' names. Those are the people that make him fast and keep him right there taking home that trophy. So go visit those guys if you want to be fast as well. Now, for first place in the limited modifieds, the 95 of Sterling Tausch. Sterling Tausch taking home the hardware. Consistently doing well out here at I-37. Get you some pictures, Mr. Sterling. That nice, pretty trophy. Consistency is key out here, and good attendance as well. So making it out here consistently, doing well. Sterling Tausch, tell us who keeps you fast in that car.
I gotta thank Richard Holt for paying for most of the car all the time. Larry Spovich he comes with me every race. My son Colin's been with us. My wife lets me come out here and play in the dirt.
There you go.
It's been pretty fun.
Lots of help, and hey, taking home the hardware. The hard work paid off for you in that limited modified, so congratulations. Doing well, and we'll see you back here in 2022.
Yeah, you guys right here, they always keep us a good track to race on, so it's been fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the track looks awesome tonight. Looks like it's still got some moisture in it as well, so good job on the track. We're going to move into the IMCA Modified division. IMCA Modifieds, third place going to Cody Clark. He's not here tonight. But second place and $300 going to Mr. Jared Maupin. Once again, I told you he was fast. He knows how to get it done around here. So Jared Maupin in the modified as well, that number 91 machine. Another couple pictures and some more hardware to take home. All right. Same sponsors and everything for Mr. Maupin, keeping him fast. And first place in the modified division and $600 going to Mr. Ryan Doyon. Ryan Doyon taking home the hardware for last season. Ryan Doyon out here in a modified tonight, looking good. That modified looks sharp. Ryan after that picture. Wait, hold on a second. Ryan, come talk to us for a second. Hold that microphone close, but tell us who keeps you fast in 2021 and this season.
First, I got to thank my dad for giving me a car to race.
There you go.
Otherwise, I wouldn't probably be out there. But who knows? Fueling, irrigation, and landscape supply that helped us out a lot between last year and this year. Alamo truck accessories, 3D landscaping, is a big one. My mom, everyone in my family, Johnny Walker, 89 Motorsports, Brad and Amy for all the help with the pits. All the fans here, all the staff.
There you go.
Chevrolet for being a sponsor. Everyone that's a part of it, really.
That's right. Hey, lots of help, lots of sponsors. Everybody's needing help. So congratulations to you. You did really well last season. We look forward to you this season as well. All right, once again, big round of applause for all of your 2021 champions. There's a few that weren't here tonight, but we'll introduce them. Let's see. Third place in the late models goes to Landon Souter. Second place in the late models goes to Cody Hartage. I think some of these guys are up at Cotton Bowl racing right now. And then our 2021 champion, Brandon Brzezowski, in the late models. That's your 21 champ. I know he's up at Cotton Bowl racing tonight, so good luck to him, and we'll see him hopefully next week when we get our late models back. So once again, join us next week when we bring those late models right back down here to I-37 Speedway. You guys want anybody else to thank?
Of course, all the sponsor signs that you see, we couldn't do what we do out here with the ongoing maintenance of equipment and facilities, and excuse us for the bathrooms breaking down. Trust me, we've worked extremely hard all week, and well, about a month, but this week was a heck week, and we will correct the problem. We apologize sincerely, but we'll fix it, and I hope that y'all appreciate what we've done. And we're not finished. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna get bigger doors and fix them up. But we do it for y'all because y'all are the best fans around as far as we're concerned, and we're trying to make it nicer for y'all. So bear with us, and we apologize, and we'll correct it, and we'll move on. And bring friends. Always bring friends, and just can't thank y'all enough for supporting the sport of racing. If y'all don't know, the drag strip, I think, closed, isn't reopening. We're like the last show in town and around. So keep supporting, invite your friends, and introduce them to the sport that I've loved for a long time. And Mike's growing to love it more sometimes when I'm not bitching.
That's right, Mike. You wanted to thank anybody? You good? All right, once again, all of these sponsors that you heard tonight, please try to frequent those places. Give them your business. Those are the folks that are helping us make this race and make this place what it is tonight. Improvements coming for 2022. We'll get the bathrooms figured out. We'll get the sound system figured out and stuff like that. But hey, thanks for sticking with us in 2022. It's great to have all of you back, and we've been given a great night. Couple more things?
Yeah, I think we got go-kart.
Oh, we got some go-kart stuff coming. Go-kart trophies. There we go. Christine Margraf. Come on. I don't know where the trophies are, but at least we can announce some names. Blaine Margraf in the junior class. First place in the juniors, Blaine Margraf. Come on down.
Give it up. We're looking for the trophies.
Yeah, we'll get the trophies. Hey, Blaine, hold that for a second. Put it right up to your face, right here close. Tell us, who do you have to thank for your go-kart, for you being able to come out here and race?
I'd like to thank All Designs, all my aunts and uncles, Curtis Obella, Ashley Obella,
There you go. Who drives you to the race?
Jerry Jenkins.
Who brings you here? Right there, that guy? Okay. You might want to thank him.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Jerry Journey.
There you go.
F-Bomb Diesel Performance.
All right. F-Bomb Diesel Performance in
Ronnie
Lavernia.
Schoenfeld,
Ronnie Schoenfeld. Okay, cool.
Lance Gaither,
Lance Gaither. Who else? Is that it?
SOS Racing, OPL Mechanical.
There you go. SOS. I know he was helping you out. Cool. All right. Well, hey, it's good to see you out here. Thanks for joining us in your go-kart. We look forward to your success. All right. Round of applause for the young Mr. Margraf. Mr. Blaine. We'll have some hardware for him later. Who's next? Bo who? Bo Payton. Third place in the juniors. Who do you have to thank for making you fast last season?
My dad, my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
There you go. All right. It's a family affair there for Mr. Payton. Cool. Anybody else you want to thank? Cool. All right. It's good to see you out here. Glad to have you back for 2022. Good luck this year. Who else we got? Cody Clegg. Cody Clegg. There he is. Come on down. First in the seniors, Cody Clegg. Who do you have to thank for your go-kart and for making you fast?
Winston Racing Shop, all in designs, Alan 24/7 going,
All right.
and
There you go. SOS Racing, Hill Country Fireplace. That's Danielson's, right? Awesome. Good to hear those names out here. Anybody else you want to thank?
my dad, Carl.
There you go. All right. Good to thank the parents. Cool. Well, it's good to have you back for this season. Good luck. All right. Round of applause once again for Mr. Cody Clegg. Cheston Markgraf, first in the youth, first place. Who do you have to thank for your go-kart and for bringing you here and making you fast?
My mom, my dad, OPL Plumbing, all the
Hold it close. There you go. Who else?
we have TST, and then we have powder coating,
Okay. Powder coating. Who does your powder coating?
TC Customs.
TC Customs powder coating. There you go. Anybody need some powder coating done, go see TC Customs. Anybody else?
F-Bomb,
F-Bomb Diesel out of Lavernia. There you go.
Jerry German,
Jerry Jernin. Okay.
SOS Racing,
SOS Racing, Glenn Schul, OPL Racing. There you go.
and that's all.
All right, that's it. Give these competitors a round of applause. Do we have any more? Any more here? Okay. Yeah, I'll take it up. We'll do some announcing here. All right. So the breakdown goes like this. Third place in the youth goes to the 3K of Caden Pacheco. Second place in the youth goes to the 13 of Tucker Kempe. And first place we heard from the number 82, Cheston Margraf in the youth. In the juniors, we've got the number 5. It's a tie for third. The 5 of Gabriel Solis. And, it's a tie for second. The 5 of Cecilia Johnson. And the 29B of Bo Payton. And then first place in the juniors, the number 6 of Blaine Margraf. And then in the seniors, third place goes to the 8Z of Zoe Flores. We've got the 41 in second, Peyton Jones. And we heard from first place, the 3C of Cody Clegg. So that's how the go-karts break down. A lot of them moving up this year, a lot of them changing around in classes, but they're back again for this season. Let's get a group picture for all these go-kart competitors out here. Come on down. Hey, you boys wearing hats. Pull those hats up a little bit so we can see your faces. There you go. Give us a good smile. There you go. It's good to be out here at the Speedway on a Saturday night. Show us them pearly whites. Cool. Well, we got some hardware coming for these young competitors as well. We'll get that to them. But once again, big round of applause for your go-kart competitors. This is the future right here, folks. The future of racing. You're looking at it. These guys will be bumping up into factory stocks before you know it.
Yeah, a couple of them calls me.
Yeah, these guys are already ready for a factory stock down there.
Give me a ride.
There you go. Looking for sponsorships already. Cool. All right, well, we're just about ready to return back to racing action on the track, so we'll clear the chute and get ready once again. All right, we're back. I think, man, that was some weird music. Somebody must have shuffled my playlist here. Sorry about that. Oh, I see what happened. We got disconnected. All right. We're just about ready to get started with our feature races. We'll get situated here in just a second and get you those lineups. There we go. So first up for our A-Main feature races tonight. Looks like we're going to start off with the E-Mods, and we're going to move to the factory stock, B factory stocks, limited mods, sport compacts, modifieds, and then last up will be the factory stocks. That will finish up our night. And now that we got reconnected here, let's get some tunes going while they come out to the track. All right, here we go with the E-Mod feature. Your lineup looks like this. Starting on the pole, the number 3, the pink and black, Gilbert Perez from Corpus Christi, Texas. Outside of him, the 95 of Jeff Markert from Corpus Christi. The 04 of Cooper Coliba coming to us from Victoria's inside row 2. Along with the 68T of Daniel Taylor from Sinton, Texas. Bringing up the back row, the black 59B, that's Brianna Witschke. And the 6-inch of Daniel Preston coming to us from Corpus. Here we go, feature racing in 2022. E-Mods, show us how it's done. Side by side as they get around turns 1 and 2. Cooper Coliba falls off the pace a little bit. Falls back to about 5th. Here comes Daniel Preston in the 6-inch, looking to make a better showing than he did in the heat race. Oh, we got one around in turn 2. That is the 68T of Daniel Taylor, but he gets it turned around. We stay green for the moment. The number 3 of Gilbert Perez, right now your leader. Gilbert Perez putting distance on the 95 of Jeff Markert. And right up to his back bumper, look out, here comes the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. Daniel Preston and Cooper Coliba all over the back bumper of the 95. Preston goes to the bottom. Daniel Preston uses the bottom side of the track to get by the 95. Takes over second place for the time being. Oh no, your leader, Gilbert Perez, gets a little crossed up. Takes a shortcut through the infield, but not before getting passed by the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. We had no idea how fast Daniel Preston was going to be. But he's showing us what he's got. Coming off that heat race, was not able to finish, but now putting it on the rest of this field. Battle for the lead heating up now as the 3 of Gilbert Perez moves up to the back bumper of Daniel Preston. They go down the backstretch. There's also a battle for 3rd place right now. Cooper Colibra in the 95. Jeff Marker. The top 4 right now. Battles between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Everybody looking left and looking right while they keep their eye on both of these battles. The 04 of Cooper Colibra now separating himself from the 95 of Jeff Markert, firmly in control of 3rd place. Meanwhile, your 2 leaders, Daniel Preston and Gilbert Perez, coming up on lap traffic. The 68T of Daniel Taylor now stands in between them and their progress. Here they come, your 2 leaders now about to be in lap traffic. Daniel Preston, the first to navigate it. Oh, gets all into the back bumper of the 68. Lap traffic, big problem for the 6 of Daniel Preston. Off in turn 2 now. Gilbert Perez using the resistance of that lap traffic to get up next to Daniel Preston. They're side by side going into turn 1. Daniel Preston on the top side using the slope of the track to get a little bit of a run coming down the hill. The white flag is in the air. One more lap for Daniel Preston. Gilbert Perez in the 3, going to do all he can. Half a lap to go. Not sure it's going to be enough, but here he comes. Putting all the pressure on, but it's going to be the 6th inch of Daniel Preston. Daniel Preston in the 6 inch. I tell you what, folks, nobody knew what he had under the hood because he didn't get to finish that heat race. But he showed us right here and now in the feature tonight. Daniel Preston going to be one of the people to beat in the EMOD division as they make their way through 2022. Daniel Preston in the 6 inch machine giving us a parade lap. Once again, the EMOD's going to join us again next month in April. Putting on a good show, the EMOD's tonight, right here for our first race of the 2022 season. Next up, beginner factory stocks coming down the chute. Give them a wave. As they come down, let these drivers know you're here to support them. The 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld. I see the 75 of Jerry Miller. He'll start on the inside of the 2nd row. The 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld going to be on the pole. Scheduled for this race, the 8E of Emma Hendricks on the outside, row 1. There she comes in that number 8. New ride for her this season. The 49K of Robert Keelik. And then bringing up the rear, the 43 of Johnny Johnson. Looks like those guys were able to get those cars fixed up and ready for the feature race. The 49 and the 43 getting together in the feature after making contact with the front stretch wall, but it looks like they will be able to race this feature race. So we'll see what happens. As we get these guys in their proper lineup, lights are out around the track. We're going to try to go green flag racing this time. 5 competitors, and we're going to take them 15 laps. 15 laps the total distance. Keep your eye on that number 98, the bright orange Ronnie Schoenfeld, as he leads them down through turn 4 and to the green flag. Emma Hendricks in the 8. Got a good run coming out of turn 2. Moves up into that second spot. We'll see what she can do. She's got her eyes locked on the back bumper of the 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld. Here comes the 75 of Jerry Miller. Oh, he goes way high in turn 2. Gets a little bit messed up on the top side, slows down and falls back. Jerry Miller having some problems. That leaves the 49K of Keelik up to 3rd. Good equal spreading across all of the racers here right now. About the same distance between them all. 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld showing us how to get it done here. The 49K of Keelik gets a little crossed up in turn 2 as well, but is able to maintain and hold his spot. Laps winding down. Once again, 15 total laps. We're halfway. 7 laps down, about 7 more to go for your leader, the 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld. The 8 of Emma Hendricks right now sitting in second place, trying to track down your leader. The young lady in that brand new factory stock ride for her. Doing her best to hang on to it. Looks like she got a little crossed up in turn 2. Loses a little distance on your leader, but she's doing the best she can. Really good showing for her in her first night in a factory stock. Emma Hendricks, the young lady out of Sandia, Texas, trying to track down your leader. She's got 2 laps to do it. 2 more laps to go. Meanwhile, the 75 of Jerry Miller still trying to track down the 49 of Keelik. They're side by side as they go into turn 1 and 2. That's your battle for 3rd. Looks like the 75 of Jerry Miller going to take over the 3rd spot. The 49 of Keelik looks like he's fallen off the pace a little bit as they come to the white flag. As long as there are no major problems, here comes the 98 Ronnie Schoenfeld to the checkered. Gonna take the win tonight. Followed by the young lady from Sandia, Emma Hendricks, in the 8 machine. Good job by that young lady. The 75 of Jerry Miller finishes 3rd, still on the podium, along with the 49K. Some white smoke coming out of the 49K. Finished the race, but barely. Ronnie Schoenfeld in the 98. Give him away, folks. Good job in that beginner class. Right there, that feature race, no yellow flags, no major incidents. Everybody able to keep it straight. That's a sign of a good, strong beginner class coming up in the factory stocks. 49 Akilik stuck there on the back. Might need a push. Looks like he was having some problems coming around to the checkered flag. Hopefully he can get that thing fixed up for the next race. Well, we're just about to send another feature race down the chute. Limited modifieds. Limited modifieds. Here they come. Yeah. It got a little chilly. The wind came out, and all of a sudden it dropped a few degrees. I might need a jacket up here. But hey, that makes for good racing out there. The cool weather makes those engines nice and strong, and this track is hammered down. Let me tell you. Limited modifieds. Starting on the pole will be the 53 of Craig Oakes out of Marshall, Texas. I believe he's racing out of Cuero right now. Outside of him in the 99 will be Alan Alexander from San Antonio, Texas. Row number 2, Robbie Minton in the 9 from Lacoste. And the 11 of Tom Grothius will be outside of him in row number 2. The 14 of Trent Beaver out of China Grove will be on the inside of row 3, along with the 2B of Bryce Beard from Fredericksburg, Texas. We've also got the 95 of Sterling Tausch, your points champion from last year. And then bringing up the rear if he is able, but I don't see him, the 77 of Cody Bedeau. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to make this feature race. So we will have 7 competitors on the track. Limited modifieds. The distance is gonna be 20 laps around for your limited modified, sponsored by Swenson Race Products. Once again, Swenson Race Products up there kind of near Bernie. So if you're on the north side of San Antonio needing some race car parts or some shocks, be sure to look up the Swensons. They're good folks and they'll take care of you. But all eyes right now on the 53 of Craig Oakes, leading him around to the green flag. Mr. Jeremy looking him over. What's it going to be? Green flag in the air. Here we go. Limited modified. Craig Oakes jumps out to the early lead, but here comes the 99 of Alan Alexander right up to his back bumper. Here comes the 14 of Beaver as well, challenging on the bottom. Beaver making some room for himself, pushing the 99 up to the top of the track, takes over second place, but gets a little bump from the 99 to let him know he's there. Here comes the 9 of Robbie Minton taking over third. The 9 of Robbie Minton all on the top side of the track. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 3 in the backstretch. Look out, Alan Alexander. Tom Grothius now working his way up to the top 3. Big contact there from the 9 and the 99. Contact in turn 4 between Minton and Alexander. They fall back off the pace a little bit due to that contact. Here we go for the 11 of Tom Grothius. Has his sights set on the back bumper of the 14 machine. He makes contact with the infield tractor tire. Tom Grothius, the infield tractor tire did not impede his progress one bit. Here comes the 14 of Beaver. Moved up to the top side of the track with a quickness. The 9 of Robbie Minton now giving 4th place over to the 2B from Fredericksburg, Bryce Beard. Oh, Minton, a little bit of contact out of turn 3 and 4. Takes back over 4th spot. Minton used the bottom side, a little bit of a slide job, a little bit of contact, but puts himself back into that 4th position. Oaks in the 53 machine, that sharp-looking 53, still in firm control of this race. The 14 of Beaver now putting a little distance on the 11 of Tom Grothuse. Grothuse trying to use the bottom side of this track, whereas the 14 of Beaver using the top side. Couple different ways to get it done here tonight. Our flagman, Mr. Jeremy, showing them halfway. 10 laps down, 10 more to go. Craig Oaks having to get on the binders a little bit coming out of turn 4. Got a little sloppy coming out, but it does not hurt him one bit. Still in first place. Action in turn number 2. We've got the 11 of Grothuse and the 14 of Beaver now getting together. Whoa, the 11 of Grothuse runs the 14 up to the top of the track. Tom Grothuse takes over the second spot, but we're going to throw a yellow flag for the 95 of Sterling Tausch up in turn number 2. I just noticed him up there, spun around the wrong direction. We'll see who they put in second place, but the 11 of Tom Grothuse had just taken over second place from the 14 of Trent Beaver. Trent Beaver seems to believe that he should be in second place, and Tom Grothuse disagrees. We'll see what the call is from race control, but right now those two competitors both believing that they should be in second place. If my memory serves me correctly, it should be whoever had the position when the yellow flag came out. So both of those cars will be on the second row regardless of who is in second, who's in third. It looks like Tom Grothuse picks the bottom. Trent Beaver picks the top. That's where they wanted to be anyway. Lights are out around the track, so Craig Oaks can go at any time. It looks like he's holding them up through turn 3. Everybody's stacked up. Here we go. Now he gets on the gas. Green flag in the air. Craig Oaks. All sorts of action in turn 1. We got some contact. Trent Beaver goes around, is able to keep it going, but we're going to throw the yellow flag anyway. Look out, folks. I believe that was, oh, we got a big flat tire on the passenger front for the 9 of Robbie Minton. We'll see if he's got any help down there in the hot pits to get that changed. Flat tire on the right front for Robbie Minton. Going down to the hot pits, we'll see if he can get it changed. But right now, Trent Beaver looks like he is in first spot, but the 53 of Craig Oaks was there. Anybody got eyes on the 53 of Craig Oaks? Craig Oaks went into the pits? Oh my goodness. Well, he can't win the race from there. I'm not sure why Craig Oaks went into the pits. It looks like he was doing just fine in the race, but that will give the lead over to Tom Grothuse for the moment. followed by the 2B of Bryce Beard from Fredericksburg. Then the 99 of Alan Alexander appears to be in third. Sterling Tausch in the 95, fourth, and the 14 of Trent Beaver bringing up the rear. Here comes the 9 of Robbie Minton. Got a fresh tire on the front of that machine. He will have to bring up the rear and make progress from there, but there is a small field in front of him, so we'll see if he can jump back up to one of those top 3 podium spots. So eyes will be on the 9, but right now eyes are on the 11 of Tom Grothus, who had just taken over second spot. He's going to let it go right there in turn 3. 3 wide as they go into turn 3. The 9 of Robbie Minton taken to the top side, wasting no time, passing a couple people. We'll see if he's going to stay on the top side. He does. Look out for that tricky number, turn 4. Hey, there's the 53 of Oaks rejoining the race. And luckily, due to a yellow flag by the 9 of Doyon, he's going to get to pack right back up with everybody else. Wow. What is going on right now? The 53 of Craig Oaks probably having to go off and change a tire in the pits. Oh my goodness. Well, I would venture to say that somebody's upset. Well, I would venture to say that there's going to be some conversations going on in the pits tonight about what happened there. If I recall correctly, there was some contact on a restart that caused the 53 of Oaks to take a little bit of body damage, maybe some tire damage. He went off into the pits and then rejoined the track and then let everybody know that he was not very happy about what happened on that restart. It appears that the 11T of Tom Grothus is back under his own power, back up to the front of the pack. Looks to be a little bit of body damage back there, but hopefully it's just superficial body damage. But we'll get him stacked back up. So the lights are out around the track for the 11 of Tom Grothus, who's back in the lead, followed by the 99 of Alexander and the 2B. One more restart for these guys. Tom Grothus takes the green flag. Here comes the 14 of Trent Beaver, passing a whole bunch of people really quickly to try to get up to that third spot. He's in the battle right now for third, trying to work his way up to the top side of the track. Tom Grothus, here he comes again. Trent Beaver on the bottom in the battle for third. Trent Beaver keeps it clean. Oh, the 2 goes a little bit high. Bryce Beard works the top side, leaves the door open for the 14 of Beaver. We'll see who gets it coming to the flag stand. I believe give it to the 2B. The 2B for the moment. Oh, but he goes around on the top side, spins around. We'll wait for the call. We'll see if the yellow flag comes out. And it does. Looks like we got another one around in turn 3 and 4. That's the 9 of Robbie Menton. Having some traction problems. Looks like he's also got an infield tractor tire that he's trying to move around a little bit. Robbie, we've got better ways to do that, buddy. If you want that tire moved, then just ask. There he goes. We'll get that infield tractor tire out of the way. A little bit of traction problems out there in turn 1 for Menton there. We'll get them stacked up one more time. Just a couple laps left. But right now, Tom Grothe is in control of this race, followed by the 99 of Alexander. And then the 14 of Beaver, who was in a battle, but now gets to move up to the second row. A little bit of a favorable yellow flag there for the 14 of Beaver. The 2B of Bryce Beard was in a battle with Beaver there for second spot. Then he moved up to the top of turns 1 and 2 and got in the loose stuff and got himself spun around. That's how you do the hokey pokey. But while we're here at the track, that's not what it's all about. About trying to keep these cars straight, finishing the race under your own power. Here we go. Lights are still on around the track, so we'll have at least a little bit more of a pace session. There's debris on the track. All right, I believe you. Looks like our race officials have gotten the debris off of the track. But thank you for that helpful info. Looks like we might be turning the yellow lights out this time. And once again, as soon as the yellow lights go out, your leader, Tom Grothe, can go at any time, and he takes advantage of it, hoping to catch the rest of the field off guard. Trent Beaver now moves up into that second spot. Trent Beaver in the 14 machine was in the back a few laps ago, and now he finds himself in second place, challenging for first against the 11 of Tom Grothe. Oh, we got one around. Once again, the 2B goes around, but we stay green. He gets it righted. And we got another one going around. We got 2 more going around. Wow. They're really doing the hokey pokey out there, folks. 2 more cars around in turn 2. Well, these guys wanting to make it a race, just a few laps left, and they're making us work for every lap. Oh, it looks like the 14 of Beaver runs over the nose of the 99 of Alexander. He's probably not going to be too happy about that. But here comes the 95 of Sterling Tausch now up into the mix. These guys were in the back just a couple laps ago, and now all of a sudden they're fighting for the lead. Here we go, one more time. Lights are out for the 11 of Tom Grothus, who holds him up now. Once again, he can start at any time, and it is his choice. Now he goes out of turn 3. The 95 of Taos working the outside, trying to get on the top side of Trent Beaver in the 14. He's up to third now. White flag in the air for 11 of Tom Grothus. Here comes the 14 of Beaver. Alan Alexander now takes over third spot from the 95 of Sterling Tausch. And the 2 gets a little bit more crossed up, but he stays the right. Well, he's going to go ahead and take it off the track. But checkered flag for the 11 of Tom Grothus. Followed by the 14 of Trent Beaver. And the 99 of Alan Alexander rounding out your top 3. Well, you never know what's going to happen in a limited modified race out here, folks. 14 of Trent Beaver pulled up a second place out of starting from the back. Tom Grothus started in the back, stayed clean, and worked his way all the way up to the top spot. Clean race there by Tom Grothus. Congratulations. I don't know, is that his first race win? I'm hearing yes, that's the first race win for Tom Grothus. So a big congratulations goes to him. We'll have to double check that information. I admit I'm not the greatest statistician, but I don't remember seeing Tom in victory lane yet over the past couple years, at least not here at I-37. So big congratulations goes to Tom. Next race coming down the chute, going to be the Sport Compacts. Love to hear the sound of the Sport Compacts running around this track. Sport Compacts, your feature race lineup looks like this. Starting on the pole, the red 9T, that's John Thomas, coming out of Schertz, Texas. Outside of him, the silver bullet, the 33 of Jamie Garner from San Antonio. Row number 2, the 55 himself, Riker Hernandez, Mr. Fireball. And outside of him will be the 88 of Justin Sitterly. Row number 3 will be the 21T of Sean Tracy and the 32 of Joshua Garcia, both of those guys from Floresville. We've got the 76Y of Donald Lewis. And then in the 12, I'm hearing is going to be Mr. Brandon McCall returning to that car. And then bringing up the back, I've got the 70 of Rod Tate. So another silver bullet out there, the number 70 of Rod Tate bringing up the back. We got one more pace lap in store for you guys. Mr. Jeremy Hernandez showing them one time by. We're going to go green flag racing this time. Lights are out around the track. John Thomas leads him into turn 3 and 4. Jeremy Hernandez gets him the green flag. It's go time, boys. The 33 of Jamie Garner takes over the lead, followed by the 88 of Justin Sitterly, who also jumps out front. The 9 of Thomas trying to work the bottom side of the track, not having much luck as he also gets passed by the 55 of Hernandez. Little bit of contact between the 55 and the 9, but they stay going in the right direction. Riker Hernandez making a name for himself out here, setting his sights on the back bumper of the 33 of Garner. Here they come around for one more lap. 20 laps the distance, 20 laps. And we've had a bunch of action right here on the first two. Here comes Riker Hernandez now. Oh, we got one car out there having a little trouble. Stays under green though, we stay in the right direction. That was the 76Y of Donald Lewis. Having a little trouble in turn 2. Here comes the 55 of Hernandez now trying to work the bottom side of the track. I see a little bit of white smoke coming out from the 88 machine of Sitterly. We'll keep an eye on that situation. We'll see if any more white smoke comes out. The white smoke is not a good sign. Oh, a little bit of contact between Hernandez and Garner. That is your battle for second position right now. Hernandez and Garner going to town. Hernandez falls back to third for the moment. Let's see if he can build up another head of steam and get back underneath the 33 of Garner. Looks like the top side of the track is where you want to be tonight in the tuners. Top side of the track is what is working. Here comes the 19 of John Thomas now. Trying to make it a battle for third place with the 55 of Hernandez. They're in turn 2 right now, going down the backstretch. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag coming out. I'm not exactly sure what that was for. I was looking the other direction, but I think the 70 of Tate may have, oh, he hit the wall, may have gone off the track a little bit, but we got a yellow either way. Gives us an opportunity to bring our tow truck back onto the track. So once again, we get them stacked back up 2 by 2 behind the leader. 88 of Justin Sitterly now out of Floresville, your leader, but a little bit of white smoke came out of that car a few laps ago. Haven't seen any since then, but keep an eye on it. Now once again, I'll remind everybody, the second place car gets to pick where they want to be, whether they get the top or the bottom. So it looks like the 33 of Garner went ahead and picked the top side of the track, which puts the 55 of Hernandez down on the bottom. The Sitterly takes off way before turn 3, and here we go racing again. Now they're challenging for the lead. Sitterly now coming under fire from the 33 of Garner. Everybody pretty equally spaced out at the moment. Couple car lengths between everybody. Here comes Garner now with a little bit of a head of steam. We'll see if he can make it up to the back bumper of Sitterly. Thomas on the battle for the lead right now. Here comes the 33 at Garner once more. Laps are winding down. Doesn't look like there. Oh, there's a yellow flag. We got one around in turn 2. That's the 12 of McCall. Now, uh-oh, we got a little bit of a fire coming out from underneath that one. See if that is an issue. Tractor tire stuck in the way. Now, Mr. Jeremy, which McCall did you say that was? Brandon? I'm hearing Courtney too. I don't know, it doesn't look like Brandon. Well, we'll get that figured out. I'll see if I can. Brandon's in the infield. So who's in the car? Courtney. Man, you guys got me all messed up tonight. All right. Courtney McCall in the 12. Going for a spin. Well, you said it, not me. But I know what you're saying. Brandon's a big boy. It'd be hard to miss him in there. That's why I was confused, because I was like, wait a minute. But here we go again. Green flag in the air for the 88 of Sitterly. .33 at Garner has an opportunity here. He's as close as he's ever been. We'll see if he can capitalize on it on this restart. Tries to push Sitterly down to the bottom side of the track. Oh, okay. We have a new name that has entered the McCall mystery. I just heard that Brandon's son, Bill McCall, is in that car. So they got us all messed up now. Everything so far is still the same as laps wind down. Sitterly, Garner, Hernandez. Right now, the 9T of Thomas trying to get to the back bumper of Hernandez, but not going to be able to do it this lap. Lost a little bit of pace there as they came out of turns 1 and 2. I see a little bit of movement in the flag stand, which means the laps are winding down. The 88 of Sitterly now firmly in control of first place for the moment. Here comes Garner now trying the bottom side of the track. And then the 55 of Riker Hernandez doing all he can to hang on to that third spot. Battle for third right now. Looks like it might heat up. 2 laps to go. The 9T of Thomas on the bottom, trying to see if he can make it stick. He's right there on the back bumper of the 55 of Hernandez. But the bottom side of this track is real tough right now. Hernandez and Thomas, I couldn't tell on that one. They were neck and neck right here at the flag stand, taking the white flag. Sitterly gonna take the checkered along with the 33 of Garner for second. And it looks like topping off the podium will be the 55 of Riker Hernandez. With that third spot, the 9 Tia Thomas, ever so slightly, rounds out your top 4. Oh my goodness. The 32 of Josh Garcia having a little tire trouble there, but finishing the race. Good race right there for your Sport Compacts tonight. Looking forward to a great 2022 season for the Sport Compacts. I got you. For those of you guys that didn't know, Mr. Jeremy Hernandez is the papa to the number 55 Riker Hernandez out there. I agree, Jeremy, that's tough to watch. You got your son finishing third up there, doing really well in this race, and you're trying to hold on. You're trying to figure out what lap they're on and where he is and what's going on. Levi will be here next week in his Sport Compact. Good racing family right there, the Hernandezes. Good to have them out here at I-37. So we're going to send another one down the chute. I believe this is going to be the IMCA Modifieds. Modifieds coming down the chute. And I will have your lineup here in just a moment. We're going to go 20 laps. Starting on the pole, the young man from Corpus, the 741 of Cameron Starry. Once again, Cameron Starry on the pole alongside the BD1 of Jared Maupin. Chris Morris and Robert Lease make up row 2. Row 3, Ryan Doyon and Gilbert Amesquita. Row number 4, Joe Whitehead and Cody Tidwell. Row number 5, Robert Walton and DJ Schroet. We let him loose. The BD1 takes off to the early lead. Cameron Starry falls back to second. Here comes the 94, Chris Morris, pulling up into second. Cameron Starry falls back to third. Chris Morris bumps out to second. Now he's on track, tracking down the BD1, Jared Maupin. Oh, look out. The 5 of Ryan Doyon scraping against the front stretch wall. He maintains his 4th position for the moment. There looks to be a little bit of a hole there in turn 4, causing these racers to get thrown out towards the wall. They'll have to watch out for that. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag is out. I believe that is the 56 of Gilbert Amesquita going around in turn 2. We'll get them stacked back up. one more pace lap as we get them stacked back up. The BD1 of Jared Maupin, your leader for the moment, but hot on his trail, the 94, Chris Morris, and the 741, Cameron Starry. The 17 of Cody Tidwell has also made his way forward. Now finds himself in the 4th spot along with the 5 of Ryan Doyon. Sorry, take that back. Ryan Doyon in 4th, Tidwell in 5th. They round out your first 3 rows. Here we go. Hernandez with the flag in hand. Here we go, green flag. The number 10 of Robert Walton slides down the front stretch wall, scrapes all the way down. Here comes the 94, Chris Morris, challenging for the lead. Chris Morris momentarily gets underneath the BD1 of Maupin, but not able to make the bottom side of this track work. Maupin back out to the lead. Once again, the top side of this track appears to be the place to be right now. That's where you can find the speed. Chris Morris scraping down the front stretch. We got one turnaround in turn 2. Look out, turn 2. The 56 of Gilbert Amesquita once again turned around in turn 2. But right before that, I had my eyes on the 94 of Chris Morris, who tried a different route coming around turn 3 and 4. That shot him up, right up to the wall, and he scraped that wall, was able to hold on to it, but now the right rear fender of that 94 machine probably got a little bit of cosmetic damage to it. We'll check it out as he comes around to the flag stand. Not too much, just a little bit. Chris Morris once again driving that machine with hand controls. He's got one hand on the steering wheel and the other hand on the throttle and brake. Chris Morris, masterful in what he does in that machine, but we'll see if he can put it on the BD1 of Jared Maupin, who right now is in control of this race. To the winner of this IMCA modified race, we got a case of Maxima Racing Oil. So thanks to Maxima Racing Oils down there, we will award the winner as soon as they get the checkered flag. All eyes on the BD1, Jared Maupin. Once again, Chris Morris on the bottom. The 5 of Doyon moves up to the top, but impedes his progress a little bit, falls back to 3rd. Chris Morris once again holds on to his 2nd position, followed by Doyon, and now the 17 of Tidwell bumps up into the 4th spot. Halfway. 10 more laps to go. 10 more laps in this race for Jared Maupin in the BD1. Battle for 3rd right now, Tidwell and Doyon. Tidwell on the bottom, coming out of 3 and 4. Tidwell sneaks by the 5 of Ryan Doyon. puts himself up into third place, gets himself a podium position right now. Chris Morris trying all he can, using up all of the track to try to figure out how to make some speed on the BD1 of Jared Maupin. Chris Morris trying low to high now. Going into turn 3 low, coming out of turn 4 high. Does not seem to be making any progress at the moment. I think he's hoping for Jared Maupin to make a slip up. Jared Maupin, one tough customer, as you saw earlier tonight. We handed him a lot of hardware and a lot of cash. He knows how to get around this place quickly. Oh, the 94 Chris Morris gets crossed up. Holds onto it, but loses position. Oh, we got one right down here on the front stretch. Look out! Oh my goodness! Woo! Hold your breath. That is the 5 of DJ Schroet, turned around, stuck up here on the front wall. Probably some damage to the front end of that car. We'll see if he's able to continue, but by the looks of things, well, he's backing it up on his own. Let's take a look. Tires? Flat tires, okay. Looks like he's going to go ahead and cut that one off, and we'll get him on the hook. Tough break for the 5 of DJ Schroet. Wasn't able to make it for the heat race, but joined us in the feature and then gets collected in the front wall. So I'll tell you, somebody who did not want to see a yellow flag come out, the BD1 of Jared Maupin, because now he has another opportunity to fend off the 94 of Chris Morris and now the 17 of Cody Tidwell. Morris and Tidwell, hard chargers back there in the second row. Chris Morris in the 94, quick on the reaction to drive himself out of the way. Ever so slightly, the back end of that car makes contact with the 5 that was spun around on the front stretch, but only superficial damage. He's able to continue in his position. With the 5 of DJ Schroet, looks like DJ's okay in there. I see the helmet off. We'll get him back to the pits and checked out. Probably some broken tie rods and maybe a new tire or two, and he'll be good to go in the next race. So we've got these guys stacked up once again. I believe we will have one more pace lap before we go green flag racing. I wonder what's in the head of the BD1 of Jared Maupin right now, having to yet again fight off these 2 hard chargers behind him. He's thinking, well, I did it this way the first time, I did it this way the second time, maybe I'll do it this way the third time. That, or, well, maybe he's just thinking about what he wants to get at Whataburger later. I don't know. Lights are out around the track. All eyes on the BD1. Jared Maupin leads them around one more time. All sorts of dust thrown up. The 94, Chris Morris, makes it stick on the bottom. Tidwell entered the turn first, and coming out, Morris left in second spot. It's getting dusty out there, folks. It's hard to see. But we are the same as we were before. The 94, Chris Morris, making distance on the BD1. They're side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Chris Morris. The BD1 of Maupin now sees that Chris Morris is making it work on the bottom and moves down. Jared Maupin tries to block the BD1. There's a little bit of contact in turn 2. Chris Morris going to come to the checkered flag in second place. But what a battle. What a battle right there, folks. Chris Morris found something in turns 1 and 2, the second to last lap there. But he showed it to the BD1 and Jared Maupin. Jared Maupin saw him down there. And with the smart move, moved down to the bottom to block the progress of Chris Morris on the bottom, and was not able to do anything with it on the last lap. So yet again, the BD1 of Jared Maupin going to be taking home some Maxima Racing Oil. We will have our IMCA procession here. The first few cars will get to have an opportunity to protest any of the top 4. So if anybody's protesting, they'll do it now. If not, they'll take it back off into the pits. Looks like we are good. No protesting being done, so Jared Maupin being declared your winner for tonight, with the exception of Tech. They will have to go through Tech to make sure everything is copacetic. We've got one more big race for you guys tonight. The factory stocks are coming up next, so sit tight just a little bit longer. We'll send the factory stocks out. I will have your lineup momentarily.
Let's get ready to rumble!
25 laps the distance for your factory stocks. Starting on the pole, coming out of Cuero is the 53 of Edward Oaks. Outside of him will be the 741 of Cameron Starry, the young man from Corpus Christi. Row number 2, the 747 of Cody Tesh from Yoakum, and the 99 of Dylan Gaither out of San Antonio. Row number 3 will be the 20 of Mike Lyon and the 21 of Nathan Oakes, also out of Cuero. Row number 4, we've got the 29 of Jose Lopez Jr. from Victoria and the 53 of Casey Kraus from Seguin. Row number 5 will be the 00 Zach Freeman from Three Rivers, Texas. We'll also have the 4D of Paul Reyes borrowing a car for tonight, the 4D of Dustin Hurley, but he'll be in his own car for the rest of the season. We've got the 15L of Daniel Lopez from Somerset, alongside another 15 of William Cavender from Lemming, Texas. And then bringing up the back row will be the 91 of Jared Maupin and the 94 of Alan Torres. So a few of these drivers having to get out of their modifieds and back into a factory stock before we start this next race. But they will be coming down the chute momentarily. There is the 99 of Dylan Gaither, the 53 of Oaks, 74 Starry, 21 of Oaks, 747 of Tesh, the 53 of Kraus, the 20 of Lyon, the 28 Lopez Jr., the 4D of Reyes, the 00 of Freeman, the 15 of Cavender, the 15 of Lopez. We'll get them stacked up and in the right order out on the track. We're waiting on a few more competitors. Thanks, man. There comes the 91 of Jared Maupin, hot off of his IMCA modified victory. Now he's in a factory stock. Looks like we're waiting on a couple more people here. Beautiful night here at I-37 Speedway, nice and cool. It's almost the right temperature for a light jacket, I would say. We've got a almost full moon coming up over the right side of the grandstands. Beautiful yellow Texas moon coming out. Your factory stocks tonight, once again, sponsored by All In Designs. All In Designs out of San Antonio, Texas. Get with these guys. They're great folks to work with. If you need a shirt, if you need a race car wrap, if you need some trophies, these guys can take care of you. All In Designs out of San Antonio. Go see them. They do hats. They do koozies. Anything that you can print, they can help you with your design as well. So the 53 of Edward Oaks on the pole right now, and outside of him, Cameron Starry. Lights are out around the track. Oaks will lead them to the green flag. Everything right now in the control of Mr. Jeremy Hernandez, our flag man. And we got a big pileup in turn one. My goodness. I can't see through the dust, but there's a whole bunch of cars stopped and turned around the wrong direction. I see the 53 of Oaks. I see the 28 of Lopez Jr. Looks like we're gonna go red flag on this one. 74 of Starry, back under his own power. We'll see if we can get him stopped. Might be a flat tire on that one, but we'll see. Woo. Look out. Right on the first turn, these guys wasting no time with the bumping and banging. Well, as we get these guys lined up once again, 0 laps complete. It appears that the 53 of Oaks has moved to the back. That will give the 747 of Tesh control of this pack for the moment. The 741 of Starry back up to the front as well. The 99 of Gaither behind him. The 20 of Mike Lyon also in row 2. Showing him 1, so that means the lineup looks good. Nathan Oaks and Lopez Jr. in row 3. Freeman and Kraus in row 4, Lopez and Reyes in row 5. Maupin and Cavender in row 6, and bringing up the rear now is Oaks. Lights are out around the track. Cody Tesh holds him up a little bit before we go green. Picks up the pace now in turn 4. Green flag's in the air. All sorts of action right there in turn 1 and 2. The beating and banging started at the flag stand, but it looks like we are still green for the moment. 53 of Kraus and the 28 of Lopez Jr. making contact on the backstretch. The 91 of Maupin picking up positions quickly. He now finds himself in the middle of the pack with sights on the 28 of Lopez Jr. Working the bottom side of this track. Cameron Starry now working the bottom side against Cody Tesh in the 747. They put some distance on the rest of this field. The 99 of Gaither now in 3rd, followed by Mike Lyon in 4th. Gaither makes contact with the infield tractor tire, but holds on to it. Doesn't impede his progress. Oh, we got one around in turn 2. Nathan Oaks, it looks like, in turn 2. We got the yellow flag coming out again. A 21 and Nathan Oaks going around in turn 2. Not sure if he had help there, but we will wait for the call from race control to see where they place him. Also looks like we need to push an infield tractor tire back in a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. You got to watch out for those infield tractor tires, man. They will jump out at you. They'll move a whole 6 feet. Got to keep your eye on those things, man. They'll get right up underneath your car. So now your top 3, 747 of Tesh, 741 Starry, and bumping up to now your top 3, the 99 of Gaither. Looks like Cameron Starry elects to be on the bottom. Taking over 2nd spot, Mike Lyon and Kraus now in row 2. Lopez Jr. in row 3, and we go green flag racing down the backstretch. Tesh wasting no time, saying, let's go racing, boys. Here we go. The 53K of Kraus creeping up to the top. He finds himself now in 5th spot. And the 91 of Maupin now, guess what? He's up to the top 5 as well. Jared Maupin, always fast around here, knows how to get around this place. Keep an eye on that 91 machine. Kraus and Maupin. Kraus on the top side, Maupin on the bottom. Both of these guys making it work. We got one around in turn 2. Looks like the 4D of Reyes. Reyes going for a spin. In turn number 2, looks like he's got that one back around to the right direction. So here we go again. We're going to stack them up one more time. Cody Tesh in the 747, still your leader. Now with Dylan Gaither and the 741, Cameron Starry, hot on his trail. As we get this lineup sorted out, looks like there's a little bit of confusion as to where everybody is according to that last yellow, but we'll get it worked out. Give us just 1 second. Looks like the 40 of Reyes gonna take it off into the infield. Not sure if there's a flat tire or what's going on there. Maybe, hopefully, just a flat tire. Looks like a driver front. I see some people going to the work on the driver front down there in the infield. Where did he go? It looks like we've got the lineup mostly worked out. And the lights are out. So the 40 of Reyes will have to rejoin the back of the pack. And Daniel Lopez takes off. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, I'm confused. Well, we got one over the top over there. Watch out for cattle back there, Nathan. Nathan Oakes rejoins the racing surface. Probably safe to say that there was some confusion on that last restart. Daniel Lopez out there passing all those cars under what he thought was the green flag. Man, he thought he was going to town. I think what he was hearing in his head was something like this. There goes my hero. All right, we're about ready to go. Lights out again. Tesh, Starry, Gaither, still your top three. Lights are out now, but Tesh holds them up on the backstretch. We'll see when he decides to let them loose. He picks up the pace a little bit. Coming out of turn 3, green flag. Side by side, coming to the flag stand. The 91 of Jared Maupin now moving up into the 4th position, taking over from the 53 of Kraus. He works the bottom side of this track. We'll see if he can get up to 3rd. Oh, battle for the lead now. Cameron Starry working his way around the bottom. Looks like the 747 of Tesh had a little bit of a bobble coming out of turn 4. Loses a bunch of positions. Jared Maupin now working the bottom. Look out, here they come. Starry and Maupin Now your top two, Jared Moppin coming in hot. Look out. Jared Moppin in the 91 machine. He started this race in the back, and he's passed all but one car on his way to leading this race. Oh, the 53 of Kraus goes way high in turn two, slows down off the pace. No yellow just yet. Oh, backs up and, oh, big hit. Big hit on the backstretch. The 53 of Kraus had nowhere to go. Faster traffic coming up behind him. He gets turned around. And I believe the 53 of Oaks hit him square on the nose. Carnage all over the backstretch as we get these cars cleaned up. The 53 of Kraus, I'm not sure what happened, if he had a tire go down or what, but he went way high in turn two and then fell off the pace really quickly. Couple cars got by him just fine, but then a couple other cars coming up tried to split him, and he got turned around and took a big hit. So yet again, we have a changeup of your top three. Cameron Starry right now in first place, holding off the hard-charging 91 of Jared Maupin. 747 of Cody Tesh, who led the majority of this race, has now fallen back to third. Still on the podium, though. The 99 of Dylan Gaither finds himself in fourth, and the 20 of Mike Lyon rounding out the top five. Looks like we have most of all the cars cleaned up. The 53 of Edward Oaks now off into the pits. Took a big hit there. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like we're giving them the instruction to go single file. Possibly single file for the rest of this race. Looks like we might still be looking at the lineup, and the lineup is good. Single file it is. So a little bit of a challenge now for the 747 of Tesh, who would normally start on the second row, finds himself in row number 3. But right now my eyes are on the battle between the 741, the young man from Corpus, Cameron Starry, and the 91, Jared Maupin, who passed everybody on his way to the front except for one car. Lights are out, and now we take the green. Cameron Starry says, let's go. Cameron Starry trying to put as much distance as he possibly can between him and Jared Maupin. Looks like a couple car lengths, so Jared Maupin's got his work cut out for him. Halfway, 10 more laps to go. Sorry, make that 12 laps. 12 more laps to go. 25 laps the distance here. The 00 Freeman goes around in turn 2. Looks like he keeps it going though. Little bit of a loop-de-loop for Freeman, but we stay green. Cameron Starry, smooth operator right now, putting even more distance between him and the 91 of Maupin. Jared Maupin now trying the high side. Oh, we got another one around. The 00 of Freeman goes around. Your leaders will now have to contend with lap traffic. The 00 of Freeman going for another loop. Here comes the 741 of Starry. Oh, infield tractor tire taking a beating there in turn 4. Cameron Starry, your leader, gets by the lap traffic with no trouble. Here comes the 91 of Maupin. Also gets by the lap traffic, okay. The 747 of Tesh also gets by and jumps down to the bottom side of the track. That track looks a little bit slippery out there right now. All the dust in the air settles down on the track and creates a fine lubrication on the surface. Makes it real tough to navigate. Dylan Gaither in the 99 right now in 4th place getting around lap traffic, and here comes the 20 of Mike Lyon gonna try to do the same thing. Little bit of action in the flag stand right now. He's got 2 sticks in the air for your leader, Cameron Starry. 2 laps to go for that young man. Cameron Starry once again contending with lap traffic. Coming to the white flag. The 15 of William Cavender tries to stay out of the way. Here comes the 91 of Maupin to the white flag as well. The 747 of Tesh gets by the lap traffic, and we got the checkered flag in the air for the young man from Corpus Christi, Cameron Starry. Here he comes. What a race for that young man right there, Cameron Starry. I believe his first win possibly here at I-37 Speedway. I know that young man has put in the hours on iRacing. He's got that simulator thing that he does, and it looks to have worked. It looks to have done a lot of good for him getting those simulator hours in. He showed us how to do it tonight. All right, folks, everybody make it home safely. Everybody get out of the parking lot and do it like a civilized person, not like a race car driver. Watch out on 37 going north and south. You know the crazy people like to get out there, so everybody just be careful getting home, and we'll see you next week. Once again, late models next week, right back here at I-37. We'll get started around 6 or 6:30, so be sure to join us as the late models return to I-37 next week. That is his car, but he's letting somebody else borrow it.